What's up, guys? Today we're going to be looking at how to build and program 4 pneumatic cylinders. In order to do this, you're going to be needing a VEX IQ Pneumatics Kit, a VEX IQ Brain. I'm going to be using Gen 2 for this series, a VEX IQ battery, and make sure that it's charged. As you can see, mine is charged. A VEX IQ controller that is compatible with your brain. And then 2 cables. If you haven't watched my first video in this series, I only said that you needed 1 cable. And in order to use 4 pneumatic cylinders, you are going to be needing 2 cables. Also, make sure that you have some scissors to cut your tubing to your desired length. I'm going to be using pre-cut tubing just to make things easier. Right here, I have a pre-made system that is able to use 2 pneumatics. If you want to learn how to use 2 pneumatics, check out my previous video in this series, as I will be using this 2 pneumatics pre-made thing as the start for the 4 pneumatics. So in order to actually get 4 pneumatics, the first thing I'm going to do is detach 2 pieces of tubing connecting the air supply to the solenoid. So this right here is a solenoid. And the 2 pieces that are supplying air are the tubes in the middle. So this tube right here, and then this tube right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just disconnect, and you can tell that it's been disconnected once you hear all the air just coming out. So, and even if you don't hear air, it's still fine. All right. So I finally got those 2 pieces of tubing removed. So what I'm going to do is afterwards, I'm going to remove this 3-wire from this solenoid just to make things a little bit easier for what's about to happen next. Just going to push these off to the side. Don't need to worry about them for right now. But what we need to worry about right now is actually this portion of our tubing. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be adding a T-fitting here and a T-fitting here. Okay, I'm going to be adding a T-fitting there in both of its pieces. So let me just, yep, all right. So here is the tubing, here are the T-fittings that I need. T-fitting number 1. T-fitting number 2. I'm also going to need 4 pieces of tubing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. All right. Now what I'm going to do is actually really simple. So you see this T connector, there's a line portion, and then there's the T portion. I'm going to connect the tubing on here to the line portion. Just dropped it. Yeah. So tubing to the line portion. So I'm just gonna twist it on. And by the way, I know I'm not calling these things fittings. I'm just calling them connectors. I just like using connectors. It just sounds nicer to me. I don't know if it sounds nicer to y'all. Talk about it in the comments. So I'm just gonna do the same thing with the other thing. And by the way, I know these camera angles aren't the best. It's like one time it's like in the right corner, then it's in the left corner. It's just because of the way the filming is. So after I've added these T-fittings on, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to attach tubing to the T portion of the fitting. So fitting, tubing coming out of here, tubing coming out of here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my solenoids. I'm actually going to detach the solenoid from the brain really quickly. shove to the side. So this right here is a solenoid with 2 pneumatic cylinders on it already. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get 1/2, or at least one of these T-connector things with 2 pieces of tubing, and I'm going to put it into the middle portion. So right here, I'm going to put 1, and then right here is the middle portion right here, right? And then this is the other. Oop, slipped. So now I'm just gonna. There we go. So now they're in the middle, and this allows me to bring airflow to this solenoid. Now, in order to do it for 4 of them, I'm going to be having to use the other solenoid inside of the kit. So here's the other solenoid. This right here is the other T-fitting with tubing on it. So, and then these are the center pieces. So center 1, center 2. Just gonna, hopefully nothing breaks, but solenoid, and then just boom into the center for 1. So the other piece of tubing. So now the next thing I'm gonna do is actually attach the extra cylinders. I'm gonna be using smaller cylinders because if you knew how to add on these, then I'm hoping you know how to add them on to this one. Plus, I think it'd be just really cool to show y'all that like it works with both the long ones and the short ones. So I'm gonna get those 2 cylinders. Give me 4 pieces of pre-cut tubing. So here's my solenoid, or sorry, not my solenoid, my cylinder. Just and the reason why I'm saying A and B is because this part is A and this part is B. You can see by the letters on them. So I'm going to do the same thing with the other cylinder. And boom. Now I'm just going to attach onto the solenoid where they're supposed to go. So the A portion goes onto the A portion, the B portion goes onto the B portion. So B portion, A portion. It's like really faint. I don't think you can see them, but if you have your own solenoid, you should be able to see that it says A and B. So right now I'm connecting the A portion to the A portion. And I'm connecting the B portion to the B portion. I'm going to be doing the same thing with the other one. All right, lovely stuff. We now have 4 pneumatics able to be used for pneumatics. So now this 3-wire, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pick a solenoid. I'm just going to pick this one just because it really doesn't matter, but you are going to make sure, you have to make sure that your 3-wire is connected to one of the solenoids. And now I'm going to get the brain, Gen 2 brain. And by the way, the reason I'm showing y'all the pneumatics like this is so this way guys can hopefully like clearly see how the airflow is going, so y'all understand like, okay, that's how this works. So yeah. If you want me to do a deep dive into that, if we get like 100 or 200 likes on this video, I'll happily do that. So this right here is our VEX IQ brain. I'm gonna plug one of my cables into port 1. And then connect my solenoid there. I'm now going to get my second cable, solenoid, connected. Now I'm going to connect it to port number 2. Port number 2. And boom, that's all of the basic hardware stuff completed. We're now going to get into the programming. I'm going to be using the code from the previous video. By the way, the previous video in this series is the one that teaches you how to use 2 pneumatic cylinders. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on the devices icon, click add a device, click the pneumatic, click port 2 because that's the port that my solenoid is in, and then I'm going to click done. I'm not going to back out of there. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag these set pneumatic 1, cylinder 1 to extend blocks under each of these one controller. So as you can see, we've added the blocks, but now we've only set it to be in pneumatic 1. We need it so that it works on pneumatic 2. We need it so that it works on pneumatic 2 because this is where all my other cylinders are. So this is pneumatic 1's cylinders. And I want the F button to control my pneumatic 2 cylinders. So my E buttons, I want them to control my pneumatic 1 cylinders, and I want my F buttons to control my pneumatic 2 cylinders. So I'm going to change all of these to pneumatic 2. And now the next thing I'm going to do is make sure that cylinder 2 and cylinder 1 are on each of them. So as we can see here, cylinder 2, cylinder 1, cylinder 2, cylinder 1. Cylinder 2, cylinder 1 aren't here, so I'm going to change the first one to cylinder 2. All right. What this does is this means that both of my cylinders that are attached to the solenoid are able to be manipulated. Now I need to change it so this way I can actually extend and retract them. So whenever E up is pressed, both of my cylinders extend. That's good. Whenever F up is pressed, both of my cylinders on the other solenoid extend. So that's good. Now, whenever I click E down, though, only one of my cylinders is going to retract, not the other cylinder. So I'm going to change that. And now if we look at F down, it's the same story. On the new solenoid, only one of them is set to retract. The other one is still set to extend. So I'm just going to change that to retract. Now you're almost done. There's only one thing that you need to do. It's that we need to turn on the pneumatic 2 solenoid, which we haven't done. Had we not added, if we don't do this step of turning on pneumatic 2, then none of the cylinders on pneumatic 2 will properly work. So now I'm going to click download. No, I'm not going to save the project. All right, now it is time for us to test it. But before I test it, I just want to let you know that the next video in this series will be teaching you how to use up to 8 pneumatic cylinders. So stay tuned for that. All right, so after coding your project, we are going to go to the programs portion on our brain, and then we're going to click enter. I called this one part 2 code because it's the second part in this series. I don't know if y'all can see that, but yeah, it's called part 2 code. So you can hear the air pump, so that's a good thing. And then, well, it's not going to be as nice and neat as it was in the last video, but I should still be able to show y'all all 4 of the cylinders moving based on the code that we have made today. All right. So, boom, both of those have moved up. Boom, both of those have closed. Boom, both of those have moved up. Boom, both of those have closed. So, and by the way, I am just hitting buttons on the controller to do that. The exact same ones that we have programmed. So, I'm gonna stop the code now. Thank you all for watching this tutorial. Really means a lot. The next video in this series is going to be teaching you how to do 8 pneumatics. So if you want to know how to do 8 pneumatics, stick around and watch the next video. Please like and subscribe. It helps us out a lot. Bye-bye.